Hey parents, Pastor Josh here with your very first family moment video. This is going to be a new weekly thing where I come and share with you a few of the things that your kids learned on Sunday and maybe a few tips as to how you can help reinforce what they learned Sunday morning. So this week they learned from Miss Carolyn about 1 Samuel chapter 17, which of course is David and Goliath. And I love the way that Miss Carolyn presented this to the kids. She talked about how we can always trust in God because He always provides, and He is faithful, and He is tested, and He is proven. When David first volunteered to go and battle against Goliath, Saul took him into his tent and offered him all kinds of implements of war, from armor to swords and all kinds of things, and David tried it and decided this isn't right, and so he went with what he had tested and what was proven to work, and he grabbed his sling and he went off and he slayed Goliath. But what we have to remember is it wasn't the strength of David that won that battle. It wasn't the tools that he chose. It was God. The victory was in God and the power that He had to win that victory. And so through that, Miss Carolyn went with your kids and had them share some times that God proved that He was faithful to them by answering their prayers. And so they had talked about things that they had prayed for and how God had fulfilled those prayers and how that can help us build our faith in Him. So I want to give you 2 ways that you can help reinforce that for your kids this week. The first is I want you to just take a few moments. It could be, before you eat dinner, before you go to bed, when you wake up in the morning, when you have just a couple of still silent moments, pull your kid aside and ask them, is there a Goliath that you're facing right now? Is there something in your life that is scaring you, making you nervous, something that you're not quite sure you can conquer? Chances are they've got things in their lives that are making them nervous. And I'm going to encourage you to just sit and listen. You may not have anything that you can do about it, but I want you to just listen and put yourself back in those 6 or 9 or 12-year-old shoes, and remember that the problems that they're facing may seem small to you, but to them they're overwhelming and scary. And so after you've listened and you've shown compassion for what they're going through, then I want you to go on to step number 2. And I want you to recall a moment that you had a prayer request for God and that God came through and answered that request. And this is going to help reinforce that God is proven to be faithful. And when we put our trust in Him and we have faith that He is going to come through for us, amazing things are possible. And these Goliaths that our kids face are no problem when God is on our side. So, 2 things. Talk to your kids about the things that they're facing and share with them the ways that God has proven Himself to be faithful. So, I hope that this helps you as you try and walk alongside your kids as they navigate life in this crazy world today, and hopefully this has been helpful. So with that, we love you, we love your kids, and if there's ever anything that I or we as a church can do to help you navigate raising kids in the 21st century, please reach out. Have a wonderful week. We'll see you next Sunday.